Hey everyone, Chad Myers here, your community manager for the data science community. I wanted to take a brief moment to introduce you to the recording of the webinar 2 for the data science community featuring Hossam from Cairo, Egypt. Hossam is a data scientist for one of the most profitable operators in the Middle East. So I hope you enjoy this webinar and look forward to the next one. Thank you.
Thanks for your attendance for our presentation today about the challenges in your dream job. Hossam Elsemellawy with you. I am a data scientist, and today I will discuss with you a new topic in the area for data sciences. During last 2 and 3 years, I saw too many presentations are talking for how to be a data scientist. These presentations are discussing a lot of steps and required skills and materials that you need to pass through to be a data scientist. I think that this is a time, now it becomes a time to discuss the challenges in the data science job and the challenges to join even the data science, how to join. Now you went through these materials and these courses, and now you want to be a data scientist. Now you want to pick your first job. And after that, after you pick your first job, you need to practice data science really, because once you join data shop, the first job, you will see a lot of obstacles that has been raised in the front of you that prevent you from being a real data scientist, and maybe putting you in a lot of operational tasks that's far from data science. So today I will present to you the type of challenges that we have in data science and how to overcome and how to address these challenges. With you, Hossam Elsemellawy, as I said, I am graduated from computer science school in 2005, and I started even my story with artificial intelligence with my graduation project, because I made OCR system that read Arabic handwritten text, offline Arabic handwritten text, and tried to recognize this text and convert it in a computer text. And actually, at that time, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to find a job as a data scientist, because available vacancies was too low, and mainly the area for artificial intelligence was focused mainly in academia. So I started my working career as a web developer from 2006 till 2009, but I found that this area is not my dream job. So I decided to go back again to school in 2000 I decided to go back again to school in 2009 to study master in data mining. Meanwhile, I joined a job as an ETL and BI developer in 2009 till 2011. And actually, in 2011 was my first job as a data scientist. From that time to now, I made too many projects, however, in telecom operator and in banks, in oil and gas companies. Right now, I am a data scientist in one of the major and the biggest telecom operator here in the region, in the Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia. And actually, what I found during this trip, that all what I learned in data science from 2000 in other areas rather than data science, especially for web development and BI and data, it's all beneficial to data science, because web development and the development skills was very, very important during my current implementation and current usage for data science. But the story now for the people that are joining data science is totally different, because people are started from Harvard Business School when they announced that data science is the sickest job for 21st century. So everyone was interested from this time and even before to know what is data science. So when they looked for data science, they found that we are talking about the oil of the future. Data is the oil of the future, and those people are the people who are digging in this data and are able to extract the value from this data. And they are using technologies called big data. This big data enabling them to use this huge amount of data and processing this data to discover, generate revenues, and how we can enhance our process, how we can enhance our daily work, and how we can even better targeting our customer, understanding our business more in detail rather than our conventional way. So those people are able to deploy artificial intelligence and the machine learning for extracting more value from the data that we have, and we never looked at it before. So this is really very interesting job. So when people are doing more investigation, they discover the data science average salary is quite high. So interesting job with interesting salary. Why not this job is become our new our dream job. So directly everyone went directly to Google more on the what is required to be a data scientist. So what is required skills, what is the mathematics, programming, machine learning, and all of this stuff. So directly they start to collect materials about data science and subscribing to courses about data science. Then they felt that their mind become filled with a lot of algorithms and a lot of mathematics, a lot of computational methods and a lot of codes. So now they start to look for jobs. So before they start to going to look for jobs, we can classify high-level classification for companies in the world as companies that established based on artificial intelligence. These companies has been started according to the based on the capabilities of artificial intelligence like Google, Facebook, Amazon, Airbnb, Coursera, whatever, Apple. So their products are differentiated by artificial intelligence, and actually this represented a very, very small portion in the world. But the biggest portion in the world is traditional companies. Even those companies are already in the market before the area of computers. We are not talking about just of data science. They are working from hundreds of years. Oil and gas companies, retail, education, healthcare. Oil and gas companies from 80 or 70 years. But I'm talking about rest of companies, transportation, manufacturing. And for sure, there is some other companies in between, like telecom operators and like banking. Those companies, some of their work are depending on artificial intelligence, and they have some other historical work or working that are not depending 100% on artificial intelligence. So when we are talking about a new revolution, industrial revolution that depend on artificial intelligence, so here we are talking in applying artificial intelligence and the machine learning and predictive analytics on these traditional companies. We are not talking about applying it on the other companies like Google and Facebook, because we already implementing, we already have enough implementation, and we have high-skilled resources. And for sure, in the near future, they will not look for hiring any more resources. But the companies that will keep hiring and will keep expanding in artificial intelligence and predictive analytics are these traditional business companies. But actually, when we looked at the opportunities, we can found too many opportunities and a lot of posts for data science. But when you go in details about these opportunities, you will find normally that they are requiring a lot of experience. So now, fresh data science, one has just finished the material, and that is requiring, there is a lot of requiring from him, a lot of experience required from him. So how he can enter this market now? Why those people are requesting all of this experience, all of these materials, all of these skills? So why is it complicated the task to join data science? Actually, before answering this question, just I want to take you to another profession that has similarity with our track, and make a comparison between our tasks and their versus their tasks, and to see how these companies are looking at fresh data scientists from this other profession perspective. What is this profession that I will present? Normally, those people are physicians. These physicians are really doing a very important job. They are looking at the patient, and they are asking them some questions. They are collecting some data, doing extra investigation and analysis, and collecting this data for diagnosing the disease, which between brackets we can name it prediction. According to this prediction that the physician make, they assign treatment plan, and they keep monitor patient status and changing the treatment plan according to according to gathered and monitor situation. So if we did a simple comparison between physicians and data scientists, so we'll discover that physicians, they diagnose disease, but they diagnose disease according to model, according to predefined rules. These rules they are not making, but they are using these models. Data scientists, they have historical data that has a specific event, so they build a model that extracting the rule to differentiate between case A and case B, group 1 and group 2. So data scientists, they build these rules, their models, their artificial intelligence, build these rules, build this prediction, discover this rule. Second point, that physicians, they assign treatment according to diagnosed disease. Data scientists also are assigning treatment. Physicians are assigning the treatment according to diagnosed disease, but these actually treatments are assigned according to predefined protocols. But for data scientists, they also assign treatment according to predicted event. Like I'm predicting this customer to churn from my operator to another operator. So I need to assign retention offer. I'm predicting that this customer will not pay his next installment. He will convert to bad debit. So I need to take some early actions. I discovered that this customer will complain, will raise complaints. He is not in a good mood against our services. So I need to give him some retention or some treatment to change his mood and to change his negative feedback about our service. Also, some of the physicians, high level of them, are doing the discovery for the new treatments. Also, data scientists, they are required to make experiments frequently. The most important part is about the risk of the job. Physicians, when they made a mistake, they put human life at risk. And also data scientists, when they made a mistake, they put company revenue at risk, company image at risk. So they can, single wrong decision can lead us to disaster results. So as you are reluctant, very hesitated to get consultation from fresh physicians, also companies keep data scientists the position open for a very long time, rather than hiring someone without successful history. Even they prefer keep doing work using traditional methods rather than using, depending on artificial intelligence, that will be done by someone who's not well, that hasn't enough experience or has not enough successful history. So companies mainly they are concerned about 4 points before hiring any new data scientist. First of all, they have a concern about his quality. Like, is that man or woman really are able to build the predictive model correctly that will not generate a lot of false positives? Like you mentioned some customers that he's a churner while he's not a churner. So I gave him retention offer while he or she doesn't deserve it. So I lose revenue from that customer. I diluted his revenue. Like I labeled another customer as a bad debit while he's not a bad debit. So this is impacting me heavily from a matter of negative customer experience. So let's say that the resource or the candidate will, from a matter of building predictive model, he will be able to build the correct predictive model. No concern about his capabilities. So the second concern will come about the business. Is that customer is aware about our business constraints, like regulator restrictions? So because it is not aware about our constraints, our regulator restrictions or whatever business constrictions, so it will provide us non-realistic solutions. And this is a very big problem. Like if you build a non-realistic solution and you think that it will achieve a high result, so at the end the business will find these models and these predictive analytics as a useless model. Third concern, okay, that man is a good data scientist and he's already aware about business constraints, but he's not good in a matter of communication. He's not able to communicate the value of his models and about his analysis well to the business user, and he's not able even to calculate the efficiency and the impact of his model in a term of money to the business user. And the fourth concern is about, let's assume that everything is fine, but at the end he's building too complex solutions, and this complex solution take too long time till we reach it to the market, and this leads us to losing the opportunity. Because of that, they keep asking about successful history. They keep asking, they want to make sure that that resource has delivered before, that resource already did a lot of successful stories, because they can't bear single failure at their environment that will lead them to a very huge amount of losses and bad company image and so on. So how we can overcome these problems if we are still fresh data scientists and we need to join the market, and this market is requiring us to have a lot of experiences, and these experiences are not there yet. So actually, let's see how physicians are overcoming this situation, how to see how fresh physicians are overcoming this situation till they become consultant, or till they become famous physicians in the hospital. So normally they started by learning in their early lives, in their faculty of medicine. They started by learning basic science. Basic science, like what we do, we study anatomy and pathology, and also we study statistics, mathematics, machine learning, linear algebra, and all of these things. And this is our anatomy and pathology. So next step, they learn on dead bodies. It is not a human that the mistake will impact him. And for us, we do the same job because we are working on open data sets, like Kaggle data sets. Actually, these data sets, for sure, if we have shared, not a churn a customer in these data sets, we will not do anything to retain those customers. Already churn and not a churn, they already churned, and we are not able to provide any business solution. But we will use this data set to be able to extract the churn reasons. Our model will be able to extract churn reasons like bad debit and good debit and so on. So our data, either training the data or test the data, let's say test the data, we are scoring it and we discover that our model is doing well. But at the end, we will not provide any business solution. So in this point specifically, as a physician, when they learn on these dead bodies, they can't assume themselves as a real physician until they go to the third step. And this is the third step, is a new step that I recommended here in our discussion, is to look for mentor before looking for job. So what will be the job of the mentor? What that mentor will do for us? Actually, mentor will help you to gain business knowledge, which is the main important point in your life as a data scientist. At the end, you are providing the business solution. You are not providing complex data mining algorithm. You are not providing complex data mining learning technique that's using deep learning. No, at the end, we are providing the business solution. So you need to understand first business. So mentor will help you to gain the business knowledge, know the business pain, and even how to analyze the current business situation and how you can build analytical roadmap for this business. And also that mentor will help you to extract what is the relevant data for each case, and how to validate the data. What is the main checking point for each data element? What is the main validation checks that you need to do? And also steps required and the steps that you will follow from the initial steps for problem definition till reaching to the final findings. Mentor also will do a very good job for you. He will help you to teach you how to interact with different stakeholders, IT people, management, support, how to collect the requirement from each of these stakeholders, how you incorporate them all, because the business at the end, the model is touching everyone in the organization. How to measure the model efficiency and the model impact. Normally, when we build our predictive models, we study only accuracy, confusion matrix, uplift, log curve, but no one teaches us how we can convert these values in money. And this money needs to be calculated from our organization, not abstracted or not generalize the equation. We need to make this equation coming from our calculation and our organization. The third, actually, seventh point that mentor can help us to do is how to present our results to different managerial level and what is the attractive point to each level. And finally, mentor will help us to find the dream job, because mentor, he can recommend to other recruiters or other companies some recommendation, and their voice will be accepted and everyone will accept their recommendations. And you even see it in your life when you deal with physicians. Like you can ask someone about what is the best physician in this area and that area. So the same thing happening in data science. Those different data science can recommend, and according to their interaction and their information about people in this track, so they can also recommend a good job for the candidate according to the performance that you see. So let's say now that you find your dream job and now you become a data scientist, you finished learning the material and you worked on training data sets. Then you again worked on under one of the mentors. They helped you to gain all of this knowledge, and now you are in the market. So the question is no more challenges? Is now my road is furnished by flowers? Everything went well, so now I can work without any problem? The reality is no. We have new type of challenges. We have new type. As I said, that now we want to deploy data science with a business that used to work historically before even IT. And they worked after IT also after they made automation. And now we want to convince them that the data science will enhance enhance your daily work and will make your work more optimized. It will reduce the cost and will enhance your reachability to the customer. Even if the top management is convinced, but still a lot of departments below will show a lot of resistance. So how you can overcome this resistance? How you can work again? How you can beat this resistance and make everyone on the same page and everyone convinced with what you are doing and helping you in your roadmap. So your goal is to build the trust, with the business user. You need to build the trust. And I recommend 5 steps for building the trust with the business user. 5 steps only, but you need to follow it step by step till building the trust. At the end, you will find that your organization become a data-driven organization, and now you are able to say that I did all data science tasks that I am looking for. I'm looking for implementing. So to work with any business users is to start by descriptive analytics, not predictive analytics. Actually, business users, they can't believe that you are able to predict the future unless you are able to understand the current situation well. And understanding the current situation well, for them, it means that you are able to extract what they are not able to extract using their conventional methods. And this is the target of descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics, something like market basket analysis, segmentation analysis, path analysis, and so on, are able to show us hidden rules, hidden patterns in our data. So once we discover these hidden rules about our current situation, I'm not talking about the future, I'm not talking about the current data that we have, like segments, market segment. If I discover the market segment by a new way, and I show to my users or my business users our customer segment that we have, so they will discover a new dimension for viewing their customers, as this is the first time to segment our customers this way. We see extra information about customer, or if you made a market basket analysis on your product, so they start to see different way for bundling that is not human driven, it's data driven. So, and if you discover bot analysis for the customer event or sequence of events that happening to your customer, and you summarize this information, and once you summarize this information, go directly to the business users and present this predictive, descriptive analysis, present this descriptive analysis to your business user, and try to make this presentation not just informative, but be actionable. Like once you present like segmentation, market segmentation, or you present market basket analysis, or you presented path analysis, try to extract with them during this workshop some opportunities within this data, like opportunity A, opportunity B, opportunity C. And you take 1 or 2 or 3 opportunities and directly go and make A/B testing. Get some customers. You have now a segment of customer that they are sharing some features. They are within the similar customer segment, and there is an opportunity for one of the products to try to sell it to them. So select the sample base, not the whole base for sure, sample base, because you are now at the experimental side. Then split the base between target group and the test group, and run your experiment, and then collect the results again, and do analysis for the result, and to go back again to the business with the campaign results to tell them about the result that you got, the impact of your campaign, and successful case and non-successful case within your analysis. After you build the successful case and non-successful case, start to recommend them to look for the rest of the base, rest of your customer data, to look for customers who look like successful and customers that look like non-successful case. So now, from my data, I split them between successful customers who are increasing, let's say, increasing revenues, or increasing customer satisfaction, or increasing their. I was able to sell this product to them, versus customers that I failed to achieve this goal with them. So split the data in 2 groups, and to tell them that I can now bring more customers look like successful case, and isolate them from other customers, and let's try to enlarge our target according to the results that we got from A/B test. So this will be the time for predictive analytics. So predictive analytics will try to discover the rules for the cases that looks like successful versus customers that look like non-successful. And at that time, specifically, try to select white box techniques, the techniques in predictive analytics that can give you the root causes behind the prediction. So like decision tree, like Bayesian rule, like regression. So make sure to select as clear as possible technique, as clear as possible technique to the business user. Then, after you extracted the business rules behind the acceptance and non-acceptance, the business rules behind the prediction for the event in the future, again, go to the business user with your results, but now your results will be the prediction rule. How you do the prediction, what is the root causes behind the prediction. See, in this step specifically, you met with the business 3 times. One, you did a descriptive analytics and you went to the business with a descriptive analytics. You worked with them for extracting some opportunities. Then you worked on, you made an experiment, statistical experiment, and you made the A/B test and you extracted the result. Again, you went to the business with the result. Then you went back again to build the predictive model. Again, you went again to the business with the prediction rule. Now the business trusts on your way. They know that you understand the business. You are able to provide business added value solution. And even you enriched their information about their understanding about their customers because you provided them descriptive analytics using mathematical based techniques that are able to discover in innovative way our customer information and the hidden patterns and the hidden rules and all of these details. You made a detailed experiment, and after that you made an experiment predictive model, and you communicated to us the rule behind the prediction, which is very nice. Now we are trusting in your job. Now we are trusting in your experience and in your capability, and now we are focusing more on the accuracy. We will not ask you anymore about how you did the prediction, but we will ask at that time. We will ask you about the accuracy, exactly like what we do with expert physicians. No one asks him how you made this diagnosis, but we know that he is selecting whatever complex technique in his mind to reach to this final result. So right now, I will ask you about the accuracy of the model, so you are free to use the most complex data mining technique, however it's neural networks, deep learning, or whatever these techniques are able to create high accuracy, but without being able to explain how the prediction has been done. So now we can see at this step specifically, you reach to optimum goal. Your optimum goal, now your business user are making their decision according to, this is data-driven decision, guided by artificial intelligence, guided by descriptive analytics and predictive analytics. And this predictive analytics, you are using the maximum level of data mining techniques, the highest advanced level of data mining techniques, and no one is worried about how you reach to this result. And now you already communicated your results and your findings to different level of managerial level within your organization. So now we can congratulate you. Congratulations. Now you become a data scientist. So just we are requesting a new thing from you is to mentor new aspiring data scientists to the market as you were mentored before by someone else. So as a summarization to what I presented, the data scientist is the one who links between artificial intelligence and the business knowledge to make data-driven decisions. But the issue in current data science courses that we see, that it's focused more on artificial intelligence and the machine learning and the statistics, rather than how to deploying it in a real business. A mentor will help you to make this link or to build this bridge between science and the implementation. Gaining the business knowledge, business trust is a crucial in your data science career, starting by descriptive analytics, then step by step till convert your organization to be data-driven decision making. My recommendation is to have it in the reality. This is data science in business. We need to have, there is a need for courses, data science in business courses that have instructors from business, from technology, and data science. We need to see this type of course that collaborate all of them, and all of them will contribute to the material. So we will have like a course for data science in telecom, another course data science in banking, another course for data science in healthcare, another course data science for transportation, and these courses will be the reference. Either it can play the role for mentorship if I am not able to find the mentorship, so I will go mentor. So I will go to these courses that will help me to get the experience that I'm not able to gain from someone. I will gain it from the course that link business with the concept. Plus, also, if I am already data scientist in telecom and I want to be data scientist in banking, or I want to be data scientist in healthcare, so what type of information that I need to learn? So I need to gather. I need to enhance my profile to be able to submit to jobs that's requiring also data scientists, but coming from health medical background or coming from oil and gas background. So what else required for me to be able to join this job? Business user will be very interested in these courses, because these courses will help them to understand the value of data science, how to get the maximum benefit from data science outcome, and even how they can meet their requirements in data science. Top management level will be interested even in this type of courses, because this will help them to make the strategy for data science, how they can convert their organization to be a data driven, so and even how they can measure the efficiency of this approach. So this is a summary and the conclusion for what I would like to present about challenges in this dream job, and even how you can address these challenges and different type of challenges. As I said, one challenge is before joining data science, how to get your first job, what still you need to know to be able to accept it as a data scientist. And once you hired, what's the type of challenges that you will see and how you can overcome these challenges. It's a very long steps that you will pass through, but this is a high level of it, starting with descriptive, A/B testing, predictive white box, then predictive black box, and keeping your business in the image by doing a lot of presentation across all of these steps, and keep strong relationship with the business user and the business owners to make sure that they have absorbed the concept and they are able to get benefit from it. Thank you, and this is a time for your questions.